The world of Korean entertainment is back in full swing. The names of BLACKPINK's Lisa and BTS's Jungkook are back in the spotlight after an exclusive interview featuring Lisa's honest and meaningful confession. Without excessive sensationalism, without explicit statements, and yet enough to make the public, especially fans, hold their breath and wonder, what is really behind Lisa's words? The interview initially went on as usual. Lisa looks elegant, confident, and professional as the public has always known her. He talks about his career, his ongoing global projects, and his views on the growing entertainment industry. But the mood changed when the interviewer mentioned one name that immediately shifted the focus of the conversation: Jungkook. Changes an expression that cannot be hidden. As soon as Jungkook's name was mentioned, Lisa's expression seemed to change. The previously calm smile turned softer, his eyes seemed to sparkle, and there was a brief pause before he answered. The brief moment did not go unnoticed by the cameras, and of course, the keen eyes of fans around the world. Lisa did not immediately give a long answer, but from the tone of his voice, it was clear that Jungkook was not just a fellow idol for him. He described Jungkook as a person who made a deep impression and had a positive influence on his life, especially as an artist. Sincere and mature confession. In the interview, Lisa confirmed that her respect for Jungkook grew out of the long process. He admires Jungkook's dedication to music, his way of constantly evolving, as well as his humble demeanor despite being at the peak of his popularity. According to Lisa, Jungkook is the type of artist who is never satisfied with existing achievements and always tries to get better. He worked very hard, and it was obvious, Lisa said in a soft tone. That simple phrase just feels so powerful. There are no words of love, no claims of a special relationship, but the emotions that are implied make the public capture something deeper. Not just an industry partner. Lisa also touched on how Jungkook views art not just as a job, but as a way to express himself. This, according to him, is very rare to find in an industry full of pressure and demands for perfection. He said he feels inspired every time he sees Jungkook perform on stage or talk about music. This confession reveals a side of Lisa that she rarely shows to the public: reflective, honest, and emotional. During this time, Lisa is known as a person who is very private, especially about personal feelings. Therefore, his statement this time feels so special. Explosive fan reaction on social media. It didn't take long for the interview to go viral. Social media is filled with footage of Lisa's expressions, body language analysis, to fan theories. Hashtags that combine the names Lisa and Jungkook dominate trending topics on various platforms. Many fans felt vapor seeing Lisa's honesty. Some consider the recognition to be a form of professional admiration, while others see it as a more personal emotional signal. But interestingly, the majority of fans showed a mature and supportive attitude, respecting Lisa's feelings without suppressing or imposing a specific narrative. Jungkook's attitude remains calm. On the other hand, Jungkook himself has not given a direct response regarding Lisa's statement. But the public knows Jungkook as a figure who always maintains a calm and professional attitude. Many believe that whatever their relationship is, whether as a friend, colleague, or inspiration to each other, is based on mutual respect. Jungkook's silence actually makes this story even more interesting. No overclarification, no rebuttal, just room for the public to interpret wisely. Mature in the face of the spotlight. What makes this moment so memorable is the way Lisa delivers it. No drama, no cheap thrills. She spoke as an adult woman who recognized her feelings and was not afraid to admit them, without having to explain them in detail to the public. This is an example of how a global idol can remain honest without losing the boundaries of privacy. Lisa points out that admitting admiration or feeling special is not a weakness, but a form of honesty towards yourself. More than just gossip. Lisa's confession about Jungkook is not just about the relationship of two big stars. This is a portrait of how two young artists at the peak of their careers value each other, inspire each other, and grow in an equally austere industry. For many fans, this moment seemed human. Behind the glare of lights, hectic schedules, and impeccable demands, they remain human beings with real feelings, admiration, and emotions. body language is the subject of public analysis. In addition to the words spoken by Lisa, her body language became the subject of no less interesting conversations. When answering questions about Jungkook, Lisa can be seen playing with her fingers, taking deeper breaths, and occasionally lowering her head with a small smile. These gestures are considered by many observers to be a sincere and not far-fetched reflection of emotions. Nonverbal communication experts even say that Lisa's reaction shows comfort as well as caution. He seems to want to be honest, but still maintain the limits that he considers important. This combination makes his statement feel more real and touching. Career crossroads of two global stars. Interestingly, this recognition comes at a time when Lisa and Jungkook are both in the peak phase as well as career transitions. Lisa is increasingly active on the global stage, involved in fashion projects, music, and international collaborations, while Jungkook continues to expand his identity as a mature and influential soloist. In the interview, Lisa mentioned how she appreciates artists who remain grounded, even though the world continues to glorify them. Many fans saw the sentence as an indirect portrayal of Jungkook, a superstar who remains known for being humble, focused on the work, and loyal to the process. Interidol relationships that are rarely revealed. In the K-pop industry, idol relationships are often shrouded in mystery. Not because there was no interaction, but because of such great public pressure. What Lisa did in this interview was considered a bold step, not to reveal secrets, but rather to show that admiration and emotional connection between artists is a human thing. He does not try to build a romantic narrative, but also does not dismiss the existing emotions. It was this attitude that made her confession feel mature and classy. Fans split, but remain united. Interestingly, the response of fans showed quite healthy dynamics. Some feel touched and hope that both can continue to support each other. Others choose to focus on the professional aspect. But most agreed that whatever the meaning, Lisa and Jungkook deserve respect as individuals. Many comments on social media highlighted how rare it is for an idol of Lisa's class to speak in such a sincere tone about an industry peer. This actually increases public respect for him, not vice versa. The international media also highlighted. Not only Korean and Asian media, several international entertainment media also raised the moment of this interview. They rated Lisa's confession as an example of how a public figure can elegantly convey emotions without creating controversy. Some outlets even refer to the moment as a soft confession, not an acknowledgement of the relationship, but rather a recognition of feelings born of deep admiration and respect. Jungkook as an inspiration, not just a name. One of the most important points of Lisa's confession is how she positions Jungkook not as an object of gossip, but as a source of inspiration. He stressed that seeing fellow artists continue to grow makes him motivated not to stop learning and experimenting. This shows that behind the spotlight of popularity, there is an exchange of positive energy between artists that is rarely seen publicly. It's a meaningful silence. Until now, Jungkook has remained silent. But for many fans, his silence is not a sign of rejection, but a form of maturity. Not all feelings need to be reciprocated with public statements. Sometimes, respecting space and the moment is precisely the best response. This silence makes the story even more elegant without drama, without conflict. Only emotions are allowed to speak in their own way. A moment that will be remembered for a long time. BLACKPINK's Lisa's confession about Jungkook behind this exclusive interview is likely to be remembered as one of the most human moments in the modern K-pop world. Not because of the thrill, but because of the honesty conveyed with full control. In an era where everything can go viral in seconds, Lisa chose a quiet path, and that's precisely what makes her statement so powerful. Imprinted cover. This exclusive interview may not provide definitive answers about Lisa and Jungkook's relationship, but precisely therein lies its strength. Recognition that is not excessive, but enough to touch the heart. Lisa BLACKPINK, in her calm and honest way, managed to make the world stop for a moment and listen. And BTS's Jungkook, despite being named only by name, once again proves that his influence goes beyond music. He inspires, without even having to say anything. One thing is for sure, This recognition will continue to be remembered as one of the most emotional and elegant moments in the world of K-pop entertainment.